Have you ever wondered why you find it so hard to believe compliments, feel guilty for saying no, or constantly compare yourself to other people, even when others see you as capable and successful? Maybe you have achieved a lot in life, yet you still feel like you are never quite enough. Or perhaps you spend so much time trying to keep everyone else happy that you have forgotten what you actually need. If any of that sounds familiar, you may be struggling with low self-worth without even realizing it. The truth is, a low self-worth isn't always obvious. It often hides behind everyday behaviors that many people mistake for simply being hardworking, kind, or perfectionistic. My name is Renata Karlinskaite, and I'm a psychotherapist and hypnotherapist, and I help people to build healthy self-esteem, grow through confidence, and live with resilience. And if low self-esteem and self-worth affects you personally, I have linked my free self-esteem and confidence affirmations audio in a description to help you start changing your inner dialogue. In this video, I will share some of the hidden signs that may suggest you are struggling with self-worth, explain why they happen, and most importantly, what you can begin doing to change them. Before we explore these hidden signs, it's helpful to understand what self-worth actually means. Self-worth is your internal sense of value as a person. It's the quiet belief that you matter simply because you exist, not because of how successful you are, how much you achieve, how attractive you look, or how many people approve of you. That's why someone can appear confident, have a successful career, or receive praise from others, yet still secretly feel they aren't good enough. When self-worth is low, your mind often looks for evidence that confirms those old beliefs while overlooking evidence that contradicts them. This is something we often see in therapy and is well explained by cognitive behavioral therapy, which show how our deeply held beliefs influence the way we interpret everyday experiences. The first hidden sign is finding it difficult to accept compliments. Imagine someone tells you, "You did a brilliant job," or "You look really confident today." Instead of simply saying thank you, your first reaction might be, "They don't really mean it, they're just being polite," or "It wasn't that good." You may even feel uncomfortable or embarrassed receiving positive feedback. This happens because your brain naturally tries to make new information fit your existing beliefs about yourself. If deep down you believe you are not good enough, genuine compliments can feel surprisingly difficult to accept because they don't match the story your mind has been telling you for years. Another hidden sign is constantly comparing yourself to other people. We all compare ourselves occasionally, but low self-worth turns comparison into proof that you are somehow falling behind. You notice someone else's promotion and immediately feel unsuccessful. You see someone confident on social media and assume they are happier, more attractive, or more capable than you. Healthy self-worth allows you to admire other people's strengths without questioning your own value. But when self-worth is low, someone else's success can feel like evidence of your own inadequacy, even though both people can succeed at the same time. The next sign is feeling guilty whenever you say no. Perhaps you agree to help when you are already exhausted. You struggle to set boundaries because you worry about disappointing people or making them upset. On the surface, this can look like kindness, but underneath, it may be driven by a fear that if you stop pleasing others, they might stop valuing you. Many people with low self-worth unconsciously link being loved with constantly meeting other people's needs. Over time, this can leave you emotionally drained, resentful, and disconnected from your own needs. Another common sign is that your inner critic never seems satisfied. No matter how well you do, it always finds something wrong. You finish a project, but focus on the one mistake you made. Someone compliments your presentation, but all you can think about is the sentence you stumbled over. You achieve a goal, yet instead of feeling proud, your mind immediately moves the goalposts and tell you that you should have done even better. Research has found that perfectionism is often linked to self-worth that depends on achievement rather than being based on accepting yourself as a person. If your value always depends on doing more, achieving more, or never making mistakes, you will rarely feel good enough for long. Another hidden sign is constantly seeking reassurance. You might ask your partner, "Are you sure you're not upset with me?" You may repeatedly ask colleagues if your work was good enough or wonder whether you have said something wrong after a conversation. The reassurance often brings temporary relief, but only for a short while. Before long, the doubts return and you find yourself looking for reassurance all over again. This happens because reassurance doesn't change the deeper belief underneath. It simply quietens the anxiety for a moment before it comes back. And many people with low self-worth also minimize their achievements. Perhaps you have worked incredibly hard to earn a qualification or complete an important project, yet when someone congratulates you, you quickly respond, "Anyone could have done it," or "I just got lucky." Rather than allowing yourself to feel proud, you dismiss your own accomplishments. Some people even experience what is known as imposter feelings, believing they don't truly deserve their success despite clear evidence that they have earned it. Another hidden sign is believing your worth depends on being productive. Have you ever felt guilty for relaxing? Do you struggle to enjoy a day off because you feel you should be doing something useful? Many people unknowingly measure their value by how much they accomplish. If they are productive, they feel worthwhile. If they rest, they feel lazy or guilty. But your worth as a human being doesn't disappear the moment you stop working. Rest isn't something you have to earn. It's a basic psychological and physical need that allows you to recover, think clearly, and continue functioning well. The final hidden sign is avoiding situations where you might fail. Perhaps you don't apply for the job because you are afraid of rejection. You avoid speaking up in meetings because you are worried you will say the wrong thing. Maybe you have wanted to start a business, post videos online, or learn a new skill, but you keep waiting until you feel completely confident. The problem is that confidence rarely comes before action. It usually develops because of action. Avoidance protects you from discomfort in the short term, but over time it also prevents you from collecting the experiences that help build genuine confidence and healthier self-worth. So, why do these patterns develop in the first place? Self-worth isn't something we are born with. It gradually develops through our experiences. Growing up with constant criticism, unrealistic expectations, bullying, emotional neglect, repeated rejection, or only receiving praise when you achieve something can all shape the beliefs you carry about yourself. Of course, not everyone who experiences these things develops low self-worth. But repeated experiences can teach the brain certain conclusions, such as, "I'm not good enough," "I have to earn love," or "I must be perfect to be accepted." After years of repetition, those beliefs can begin to feel like facts rather than learned conclusions. The encouraging news is that because these beliefs were learned, they can also be changed. The first step toward change is simply noticing the pattern. Instead of automatically believing every critical thought, pause and ask yourself, what am I telling myself about who I am right now? Awareness creates choice. The second step is becoming curious about your beliefs rather than accepting them as facts. Ask yourself, what evidence actually supports this thought? Is there another explanation? Finally, practice responding to yourself with greater compassion. Self-compassion isn't about making excuses or lowering your standards. It's about treating yourself with the same understanding, patience, and encouragement that you would naturally offer someone you genuinely care about. Research consistently shows that people who develop greater self-compassion tend to experience healthier self-esteem, greater emotional resilience, and less self-criticism over time. If low self-esteem and self-worth are patterns you have struggled with for a long time, I have linked my free self-esteem and confidence affirmations audio below to help you begin rewiring your inner dialogue. And for deeper inner work, I have also created a step-by-step course with hypnosis to help you overcome low self-esteem and build true confidence at both a conscious and subconscious level. You'll find both links in the description. If today's video helped you recognize some of these hidden signs, remember that struggling with self-worth doesn't mean there is something wrong with you. It simply means your mind has learned certain beliefs over time. And with patience, awareness, and the right support, those beliefs can gradually change. You deserve to treat yourself with greater kindness, respect, and compassion, no matter what you have believed about yourself in the past. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel. Every week I share practical, evidence-based videos to help you build healthy self-esteem, grow true confidence, and live with resilience. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video.